Good morning, good morning. Welcome to today's live. Oh man, I should have got rid of that laundry on my pool table. What I'm going to be talking about on today's live is this one thing. This one thing will get you out of feeling stuck, feeling depressed, feeling helpless, and feeling unproductive. And you can turn all that into feeling happy, feeling productive, and feeling like you're attaining your goals, and you get that good feeling of accomplishment and fulfillment. This one thing. So why would this be important for you? This would be important for you if you are feeling stuck and you're feeling like you can't go anywhere, or you're feeling depressed, or you're just worrying a lot about a lot of things, and you're feeling like you're not being productive, and your life's not going anywhere, and you're kind of at a standstill, and you're just thinking a lot. This one thing will help you get out of that state and get you into action, into productivity. This one thing, if you're stuck in business, if you're stuck in relationships, if you're dreading your relationships, if you're feeling disdain for that person, or if you're not becoming productive in a relationship, you have a stall in your, not feeling productive in your business, you have a stall in your business, or you have a stall in your health, your goals, your fitness goals, your whatever goals you have, this one thing will solve that problem. And so what is that one thing? That one thing is called, I don't have any puns for today. Damn it, I should have prepared for a pun. What pun can I do today? Never mind the pun. All right, I usually do one pun every day now from yesterday forward, but I'm not going to do that today. So what is the one thing that will solve all of your problems? Not all of your problems, but get you out of that feeling of a bad state into a good state, into a productive state. That thing is called action. Action. Action is the only thing you can control. You cannot control results. And so what do you get from action that solves all of that problem? That gets you into productivity and gets you out of feeling stuck, out of feeling sad, out of feeling depressed, out of feeling unproductive, out of feeling hateful and disdain for your partner or your organization. How do you get into a better state? How does action get you there? Action always results in one of two things. Action always results in one of two things. What are those two things? Number one is learning. You always learn from every action. Always. Or you either learn, or the other result of an action is death. You can die from an action. What does that tell you? You either learn or you die. That tells you that if you're not going to presume you're going to die from any action you take, you're going to learn. You either die or you learn. So I'm hoping that you don't take any action where you don't do research, you don't think about it first, so you don't die, right? I'm hoping every action you take keeps you living. So if you do that, you will always learn from every action. And there's a notion of failure, the concept of failure. And failure has been misconstrued and maligned, and it's something that is propagated to mean something negative, which it is negative, except that it's not what it means, what people think it means. So let me show you what failure, the meaning of failure, the true meaning of failure. What's the opposite of failure? Let me ask you. The opposite of failure is success, right? Except success is defined as a positive result. What is success to you? How do you define success? Here's the truth about success. Success is from the word succession. In other words, it is continuance of something, like a successor to a throne, a continuance of lineage. It's simply the next one down the line. You see? So a success is an outcome. A success is any outcome, whether the outcome is something you think is positive or whether the outcome is something you think is a negative outcome. Whatever it is, if it's an outcome, it's a success. If it's an outcome of any attempt, it's a continuance of that attempt, meaning it's a result, an outcome of that attempt, meaning it's a success. So what is the opposite of success with your appreciating that definition? The opposite of a success is no success, no result, no outcome. Do you see? So when you don't have a result, when you don't have an outcome, when you don't make an attempt, when you do not make an attempt, you do not take action, you have the opposite of a success, which is a failure. Failure is not making an attempt. Failure is not creating an action. So you see? So failure doesn't mean a negative outcome. Failure means a lack of action. If you don't create a succession to something of an attempt, if you don't create an outcome, you have a failure. Do you see? So one of your goals should be this. One of your goals when you're taking action should be this. It's what John Maxwell calls Big Mo. Big Mo! Big Mo. What is Big Mo? One of your goals when creating action is creating momentum. Momentum is very powerful. I'll show you why and what that looks like. And I'll give you examples of actions you can take in different aspects of your life: business, relationships, health, fitness, general productivity, right? So big momentum is one of the goals you should have when creating action. When you are feeling stuck in your business, your goal is to take an action, and that action may not result in anything today. It may not result in anything tomorrow. But your goal is to take action after action, success after success. When you create success after success after success, you are what you would call full of successes. You're what you would call successful. Do you see? You can become successful right now just by creating success after success after success. So when you create success after success, when you create a succession of successive attempts, you are successful. You are going to create momentum. Why is momentum so powerful? Why is momentum so powerful? When a train is just leaving its tracks, not leaving its tracks, but it's just leaving from where it's beginning, it starts off very slowly. It goes about 1 mile per hour, 5 miles per hour. And you can stop that train, you can stop this train just by putting a little piece of wood on the rail. One little 2x4, one little tinsy-wincy piece of wood, put it on the rail, and it will stop that train. If you put that little piece of wood on a train that's in momentum, when the train is in momentum, it can go up to 300 miles per hour. 300 miles per hour, you put a little piece of wood on that rail, the train will crush that wood. Nothing will stop that train. Nothing will stop that train. So you may have come upon a time in your life when you have created momentum for yourself, when you created momentum in your relationships, when you created momentum in your business, meaning you've accumulated successions of successive attempts, and then you've gotten the results of all of those attempts, and you're now at a place where it's like you've reaped the harvest. You've reaped the harvest of the seeds you planted. Because when you plant a seed today, it's not going to grow today. It's not going to grow next week. It's not even going to grow next month. You're going to reap the harvest of the seeds you planted 6 months, years down the line. So when you planted enough seeds, you created enough momentum, you've created successions of successive attempts, you will reap the harvest later on. One of my friends, Mark, would say that the results you have today are the results of the actions you've taken 60 days ago. The results of your actions today are the results of what you did 60 days ago, 60, 90 days ago. So it's the idea of the highly intellectual person. People of high IQ, they appreciate the notion of delayed gratification. So people with low IQ want instant gratification. People with high IQ want delayed gratification or appreciate delayed gratification. We all want instant gratification, but we know it's not going to happen. Instant gratification says, if I take this pill, I'm going to be healthy today. If I do this one strategy, one technique, I'm going to be rich today. But the truth is, delayed gratification says, okay, if I do this one thing today and I do it consistently over time, I'm going to get the results. That's delayed gratification. If I'm going to eat this way today and I'm going to exercise today and I'm going to do it 5 times a week for 45 minutes a day, maybe a month down the line, I can expect to have some kind of amazing results, right? One more thing I'll say about action is that it's the only thing you can control. You cannot control results. You cannot control results. So don't hope for results. You can expect results by hoping and desiring for action. So I want you to make that shift. Right now you're thinking, I want this, I want that, I want that. I want you to shift that thinking, shift it. That's what happens in your brain when you shift. I'm kidding. When you shift that thinking into desiring for action, activity. What action can I take right now to create that goal of a result, that goal, to get closer to that goal? What successions of successive attempts can I take today to inevitably get me to that result, right? In my coaching business, it took me a while to build it up, but hey, I'm getting clients, right? In my other business, in my organizational business, in my enterprise, it took me a while to build it up. It takes a long time, but now I'm getting results after results, and now I'm creating momentum, and now it's like so exciting. My messenger is blowing up. Why? It's because I planted seeds a long time ago, a month ago. So here are 3 examples of 3 areas of your life. 3. There was a guy in Europe that was saying that, he said, am I the only guy that does this as 6? He says, people in the United States, when they say 6, they do this or this. But he says when he says 6, he does this. That's weird. Anyway, so 3 areas of your life where I can show you examples of how to create, what kind of actions you can create and create momentum in, so you can have better and more fulfilling aspects or states in those areas. Those areas are relationships, business, and health. Relationships, business, and health. What actions can you take in your relationships, and what momentum can you create so that you can have more fulfilling and happy relationships? Let me tell you what it is. One of the most important ones, is called communication. Now, everybody appreciates that communication is key, right? But here's what I'll tell you. Most people appreciate communication is key, except they don't know how to communicate. So you got to learn how to communicate. Whoa, let me turn this on. Turning on this light. Oh, that's better, maybe. All right. Communication. What actions? So for example, there is something, most people do this, they hold something back because they are afraid of communicating open, transparent communication. The reason why people have developed disdain in their partner, develop they become resentful of their partner, is because of this. It's because they hold back what they want to communicate openly and transparently. So I encourage you to take action into communicating transparent communication, candid communication. And how you can begin that, how you create that momentum, is say this. baby, I want to communicate with you openly, transparently, and candidly. Maybe we haven't communicated in this way, but I would like to begin today, and I'd like that to be an ongoing thing, that we communicate openly and transparently. And I'll go first. Let me share with you how I'm feeling, and so you share your feelings about your relationships, and then you create this momentum, you create this environment where both of you can communicate openly and transparently. So now, what actions can you take in your business to capture the big mo? Your goal in business is to do IPAs, income producing activities. So what activities in your business can you do to create what activities in your business can you do that produces income, right? Does washing the dishes produce income? Does mowing the lawn produce income? Does cleaning the pool produce income? No, it doesn't. If you, what's a better example? Does going on Facebook for 3 hours a day produce income? Does replying to your emails produce income? Now, these are important aspects, right? You want to take care of the house, you want to take care of your customers, you want to take care of the other aspects of your business, you want to take care of your taxes. So what's important in business is the income producing activities. Are you the income producer? So what activities can you take? Is the copywriting, that's an income producing activity. The talking to people, talking to your clients, that's the income producing activity. The capturing of more clients, that's income producing activity. Now, if you're not taking those actions and instead replacing those with actions that don't produce income, then you gotta think about delegating, or you gotta think about hiring other people to clean the pool or clean the grass, or hiring somebody to clean your house, or whatever, right? Whatever you need to do, focus on income producing activities and focus on those actions. Health, right? What action can you take in your health right now? So I was on the phone, I'm not going to go into it. I was on the phone with somebody who said that she has this goal, and she has a goal of losing weight or whatever, and she's not getting results. And I asked her a very simple question: do you have a plan? Do you have a plan? If you don't have a plan, you're not going to get your result. So let me ask you that question. If one of your goals is health and fitness or weight management, you're trying to manage your weight, do you have a plan? If you don't have a plan, nothing will take you there. Nothing. Your mind is, all distraction will distract you. All distractions will distract you from your goal. If you have a plan, your mind will gravitate towards that. You have to have a set of rails a plan for you to be able to get what you want. So your brain creates clarity to attain that goal. If your brain doesn't have clarity, it will be distracted by whatever that comes up in your life. You control your life, or your life controls you. Either you run your life or your life runs you. So what's my call to action today? My call to action for you today is, ask yourself the question, what actions can I take today to get me closer to my goal? What actions can I take today to capture the big momentum? What actions can I take today to create successions after successions of successive attempts, so that I can create momentum in my goal, whether it's health, fitness, relationships? I encourage you to have goals for all three, right? If you appreciated this video, I would love you if you click the like, click the hearts on this video. If you have any thoughts, comments, or if you agree or disagree, type it in the comments below. If this helped out, was this helpful, type it in the comments below. And I appreciate that. I will talk to you on the next live. Capture the big mo.